I'm making this video because I just got called out in a big way, and it's kind of funny, but it's also holding me accountable to move myself forward and get over myself, basically. So I hired a coach to help me with some business ideas I've been working on because I've been struggling, I've been overwhelmed, I've been overthinking things, and then I sit at home and complain about it, and my partner, bless her heart, listens to me, but eventually gets tired of it, and I've been doing this for years. So as I've been working on this project, I hired a coach. Recently, I just decided to step away from that because I felt like I was just driving him nuts because I wasn't focused. I wasn't able to lock in on a single idea. Again, doing what I normally do, and he was patient with me, very thoughtful, giving me great advice, and I just was struggling with putting it together and implementing it. So this was a few days ago. He just posted his latest newsletter, which I'll add a link to it along with this video, because you got to read the whole post. It's actually a really good post, and what he shares is actually very thoughtful and very helpful, especially for people that are trying to put themselves out a little bit more in the public eye, content creators will say. So I'm just going to read a small excerpt from his blog with you right now. If you are an overwhelmed creator working on 6 different projects at once, reading 3 books and taking 2 coaching programs, never actually getting to the point where you're making money and getting clients, let's talk about the real reason this happens and how to nip it in the bud. There is something lying beneath the surface that must be fixed first. In order to illustrate this, I want you to play coach with me. I'm going to tell you about a situation that a hypothetical client of mine is in. Let's call this client Brad. Brad is currently writing 2 books, building 3 funnels, creating his course, revamping his brand and website, taking 2 other coaching programs, rebuilding his offer, trying to figure out his niche, reading all of Russell Brunson's books at once. And Brad is not making any money in his business yet. In fact, he never has. He's brand spanking new. Brad is also not creating content anywhere. He has no social media following or email list. Brad has been working on all these various projects for about a year, spinning his wheels, absolutely overwhelmed, drinking from a fire hose, learning everything under the sun. Brad is lost. When I first read it, it was a gut punch because I knew for a fact he was talking about me because we had just had this conversation, and the truth definitely hurts. So I took some time to digest it after reading the entire blog post, which again, you'll have to read the whole thing, and I will link to. And I sent him a reply. And here's my honesty and vulnerability in full view. I know you don't need this response, but I felt like I should send it. This is all very true, and I'm scared to death. Of judgment, of losing money I don't have, of failure, of not being good enough. And here I am at 46, still trying to do it alone, questioning the validity of all the things I've done, endlessly learning things I struggle to implement, and still coming up with excuses why I can't do it yet, waiting for someone to come along and say, "You're a good guy and you work hard. Here's your golden opportunity." It makes me feel like a kid again, wanting more than anything to hear my parents tell me I'm doing a good job. The truth hurts, but this is extremely accurate. I will start posting content and iterate from the feedback I get. So I'm posting this to call myself out. I'm trying to get over the fear and move my ass forward and stop spinning my wheels. So I want to say thank you, Brian, for calling me out. It was a great post, and it was extremely accurate. And to anybody out there that is struggling with the fear of judgment and has ideas that they want to put out there in the world, but they're just scared shitless of what people are going to think, the truth is nobody's thinking about us or what we're going to implement or what we're going to do until we actually do it. The fear is all in our heads. And even then, if they don't like what we have to say and what we're doing, they're not our audience anyway. Let them look for other things that they find interesting. Move yourself forward and don't let the fear rule your life. This is video 1. I'm going to continue to do this and share my experiences as I learn and grow and move myself forward with the projects that I'm working on that I do want to share with you and I want you to know about, because these are things I've wanted to do for years and I just have not gotten out of my own way. So again, thank you, Brian, and here's to many more videos coming in the future.